Okay, and let's pull up the chat window, which would be much easier to follow with the right mouse. Totally have my shit together right now. And
every kind of game with
alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Now we're rocking. So, let's see what we got going here. And to follow along, we are going to be doing bacon, olive oil. Alright, we're going to rock the olive oil in a different way. We're going to go to grab that. So, let me get a knife here. Get my purple Twitch knife. And grab some. I have the onion and the cutting board here. Okay. Let's get a little bit more inclusive view here. Alright, how much are we looking at? And half a cup of celery. So we're looking at, let's see here. Da-da-da-da. Half a cup. Oh, that's nothing. Super loud. Alright, so we're looking at about that much. So probably 2 stalks. We're going to follow this right. And I'm going to dice this up really small because can't imagine that we should be shooting for much in the way of pieces. Yeah. Set that up there. For now. And that. Probably should have picked a smaller knife to do this with, but I don't want to dirty 2 knives. because one of them is gonna have to cut up the onion anyway, so I want a larger knife for that. So let's go with that, and let's move this into the show, and there we go. Okay. Fry. There we go, you can hear that running. And let's give it some olive oil. Let's see what's going on here. Alright, so we'll do that. And I'm going to cut this up really small. Watch my fingers. And really tiny pieces, because my son doesn't really care for the celery, so I'm going to include it because it's in the recipe that I'm following. And but I'm going to make it small because smaller pieces are better generally, unless you're talking about pizza. Alright. Okay. There. So there's that. Alright, I need a spoon to stir that with. If I can get it out of the... Okay, so there's that, and I need a half a white onion. So we're going to go with a half of white onion. Easiest way to measure. Is to eyeball it. Use a slightly larger half. And I'll just set that in there for now. Just that. Be able to just peel the rest of this off without too much effort. And come on. Alright, that's good. So now again, I'm going to cut this up into small pieces because even when I reduce it down, it's still going to I guess I should get that out of there too, just because it seems awful thin. Alright. Rock that up. And we'll split this in two and then do it that way. Slice thin little slivers. Oh, I'm all over the place. And I did clean the counter right before I started cooking, so that's fine. Probably should have thrown this all into the pan at once, but that's what these tests are for. And that. Okay. So let's go on this again. This seems like a lot of onion. But I'm gonna roll with it. Okay. Don't fall. Okay. Almost have all the onion done. And if I was a little bit more coordinated, it would be great. Okay. There's that. Yes, I did clean all this stuff before I started cooking with bleach. And this is going to be I don't know if it shows on the stream. Should actually double check that. Make sure that the title's properly. And yes, it is. Boom. I'm making a keto bacon cheddar soup. So it should be really good. Let me give her a little more oil. Just so it doesn't burn on. Actually, that was right. I'm making a double batch, so Don't do that, kids. Actually, can't imagine there's a ton of kids watching. So kids, if you're watching, go watch Summit play Sea of Thieves or Doc play Fortnite or something. Come on. Alright. I want to get one of them choppers that you can just, like, it's a round thing that you just put all the stuff in and you just hit this little plunger on the top. I think that would make this way easier. Although for some reason I'm not tearing up over this onion yet, so I guess it could be worse. Just up a little bit finer with my excellent knife work, as everybody can see. And get those. This here, I will dice up a little more than that. I'm going to make a double batch of this, so should go with a little bit more onion. We're already off script. Woohoo! Hopefully this doesn't turn into an unholy mess, but we're gonna go with it. Alright. Alright. Call that good. Okay. Yep. All right. That should be enough onion. Alright. Stir that around. You see a little better. So I'm going to literally cook the hell out of this stuff because I don't want chunky onions in the soup. And my son won't like it either. Yeah. Again, don't do that, kids. And my hands are clean, so. Alright. Just that. Let's get a little paper towels so I can get my hands off. In case I happen to rub my eye, because that would be painful. Alright, so let's grab the take a look at the recipe here. And chopped onion and celery, saute over medium heat, 5 minutes. Usually add butter and chicken broth to pot. Yeah, see, I'm going to do this a little differently. I'm putting it in a crock pot So I'm going to cook all the stuff that I need to cook in the skillet first. And I'm going to throw the bacon in right now. Since I'm using pre-cooked bacon, we are looking at how much? 12 slices of bacon chopped. Okay, so that is 6. That many more. We're going to make it a little more bacony, because why not? This is America. Alright, so we'll set that there, out of the way. And I'm going to chop this up and put it right in with the onions and celery, because I can. And again, we're going off script. So this is mostly for the flavoring. I'll have other bacon on top for garnishing, I should say, later. Minor. Alright. This is pretty much all that's going in the skillet. Alright. So now that we stir this in, cook that down a little more. Get some of that. Oh, dude, that smells good. Alright. That is going to work. I was a little skeptical about the celery, but I think it'll be okay. I'm okay with celery. I usually will put like cream cheese or something like that on it with some like diced up olives, which is really good. And let me see what's next on this. We will butter and chicken to pot. So yeah, once I finish this, I'm gonna move over. I got plenty of cheese, so we're gonna rock this. Making a double batch, which probably, yeah, we'll throw more bacon in there. Why not? Can always go buy more. Alright. There's that. So what I'm basically doing with this recipe is I'm taking their recipe, which is very much made for, kind of designed for, this is from Keto Connect, their YouTube channel. I am trying to eat low carb, but I'm not eating like full on keto as far as, you know, never having, you know, more than 20 grams of carbs in a day. I'm just trying to cut down on the number of carbohydrates I eat. So there's that. I make a lot of keto recipes, but I'm not, you know, full on keto. So, yeah, that's going to work real well. Okay. Now that that is, and we'll just move that out of the way. I don't think I need any more oil. Set that there. Okay. Now set that all over there to get it out of the way. Ah, that smells good. Really good. Alright. Spread that out. And cook a little more. I'm going to need water too in a minute, but we're going to let this cook for a second. Okay. Oh, those onions are cooking down. Do a little emoji. Yeah. All right. Let everybody know about it on Facebook here. Starting to cook down a little more. Ugh, that's not gonna work. Yeah, whatever. Sorry, that's stupid loud, isn't it? I need to do that. I need another spoon to clean that off with. Ow, loud. Alright, we're gonna need this one in a minute anyways, so alright. don't need that for a minute. So while that's cooking, I can put this away. And I'm not going to save that little tiny bit of onion that's left because I'll never use it. I'm sure several of you have had that issue in the past. I'll put this in the fridge first. Okay, I'll just set that there in case I need it for something else. I'll just use this to stir it with. This is going to cook down some more. I want to get it quite a bit of the way. Alright, so while that's finishing up, how much butter are we talking here? 1/4 cup of butter. So we're going to go Hey Google, how many tablespoons are in a cup?
1 US cup equals 16 US tablespoons.
Woo! That's like 2 sticks of butter. And if I'm doing a double batch, that doesn't sound right. That's a 1/2 cup. It's got to be melted butter. But that's still there's 8 tablespoons. So we go 1/2 cup of butter. We're just going to do it as straight measurement, not tablespoons, because I'm assuming that's the way they did it. And you can always add more butter in. That cutting board. This will work way better. I'm just going to add everything right in here, since it's all going to the same place anyways. Actually, you know what? It's probably not a great idea, since I'm trying to measure it. Alright. I'm just killing everybody's ears here. There we go. Much better. And I'm using a 1/2 cup of butter because I'm just going to use the whole stick. And it was the butter and what else? Chicken broth. So I'm going to melt the butter in this, and then I'll shift to the roaster, or the crock pot, which I'm going to put the rest of it in. So there's that. That up there. And you go back in the fridge. we go. Okay. Melting. Chicken broth, the pot, bring to. Okay. So I'll just take that step and go to the that. Your what? It's probably in the cup. I don't know. I'll have to. I didn't throw it out or anything. I probably just set it someplace. Okay, we'll turn the light on. It might be easier. Oh, well, I can help you look for it in a little bit. Okay, so let's grab the heavy whipping cream and the chives, because the chives will be used later as a garnish. And just set that there. Actually, just keep everything consistent. There's that. Alright, so I'll shut that off. Okay, and now that that is shut off, come on. Alright. I'm gonna let that go for a second to cool off the coil. Move it over here. While I'm moving everything around for prep. And next step is to start incorporating the liquid. Boom. Alright, so that's shut off. Plug that. And probably. Alright, so now that that is, we're going to turn that on, put it on high. Alright, we're going to put all this in here. This is just regular chicken broth. Alright. Basically, we want to get this all warmed up. Because once we add the cheese and the heavy whipping cream, we want it to just melt the cheese. That's why I have it set on high right now on the crock pot. Alright. So there's that. Boom. That to the side. And we will just add this to this, since you're supposed to use the butter as well. The recipe says you're supposed to drain the bacon, but since the bacon's pre-cooked in this case, this is all just mostly, not 100%, but alright, so there's that. Dude, don't fall. Hey Genji, can you shut the door? Trying to get the cat to help out. Alright, so go ahead and stir this up. And we'll slide that up and out of the way. Slide this over. And we will back up so that everybody can see everything once it starts. If I could pay attention to what I was doing. So you can see that as well. And let's see. Need the butter, chicken, salt, pepper, and they say to use cayenne pepper. I'm not sure I'm going to do that, but we will grab some pink Himalayan salt. And the cheese has got a lot of salt to it too. I'm not sure exactly how much salt that they recommend here. 1 teaspoon, so that's about right. And some pepper. How much pepper they recommend? Half teaspoon. So yeah, that's good. You don't want it to be too overpowering. Salt, pepper, and they had cayenne pepper in there. I don't think I have that right here. Where did I put my cayenne pepper? I had a large container of it, and I'm not sure if I threw it out. All right. Just probably fine because I don't want to make it that hot anyways. All right. So we'll go with that. And give it a stir. This is all going to have the cheddar and everything in this as well. So plenty of good fat in it, I guess you'd say. Alright, so let's set this lid on. And this is where we do the xanthan gum. A tablespoon of water and xanthan gum. So we'll grab the xanthan gum, tablespoon of water, okay. Alright. And a whisk. Wow, that's loud. Okay. This is xanthan gum. It's a thickening agent that you use for a lot of keto recipes. tablespoon. This is gluten-free. Entire recipe is, in case anybody is not sure. And yep, I got that one backwards. Alright. Let's try this again. Quarter teaspoon of xanthan gum and a tablespoon of water. Alright. Here we go. Quarter teaspoon. Big difference. This is a measure twice, cut once scenario. Alright. There's that. Alright, so add that to the pot broth and stir. Yeah, lots of bacon. So, set that there, put that in there, and I'm gonna do it again. So, because I am doubling this recipe. Alright. Don't spill. Set that there. Go grab another tablespoon of, you know what? I'm gonna just do it this way. There's that. And once that heats up, that'll thicken the sauce. So, alright. That is on high. Is that warming up? Yeah. Should be good to go in a little while. And add cheese and cream and stir until melted and well blended. We're going to give that a minute while I get the cheese together. Alright. We are looking at 6 cups total shredded cheese, which I bought a giant bag, so probably overkill, but scissors. There's that. And the measuring cup. Probably should have gotten this off the ring before I... Alright, that is a cup. Yep, so 6 cups. This is a large portion of the... Alright. 2. Three. Dump that in, and then all right. Set that back on to keep the heat in, and back to putting in more cheese. That one's a little excessive, but minor. Dude. Alright. Oh, I bought the perfect amount of cheese. Perfect. Alright. So there's that. And okay. Incorporate that into the soup again. There's that. Okay. And let's stir that up just to evenly distribute it. That go, and how much was the... Oh, the whole thing of whipping cream, that's right. Because I purchased just the right amount. Well, it came in the right amount, I should say. Can't take all the credit. Alright. So, now let's pour the heavy whipping cream in. That, and stir it up. And most of the cooking here is obviously just to melt the cheese. I think I might add in more cheese just to incorporate it. Or make it a little thicker, I should say. But we're going to get this melting first. While I do that. Okay. And we're going to get really scientific with this last bit. There. This is good cheese. Can't go wrong with cheddar cheese. Alright. Let this stir up. Okay. Cat is not happy. Genji, what's your deal, huh? What's your issue? Yeah, you're okay. You're fine. Love you too. Okay? Be a good girl. Scalar picking on you? Huh? Yep. That would be a yes, I think. Okay. Hey, you're fine. I'm gonna wait for that to melt. And doo-doo-doo. And 6+ cups of cheddar to melt. Okay. Genji. What is the deal with the cat right now? Are you mad because he wouldn't play? Yeah? Is that the issue? He wouldn't play while you come in? Huh? Is he ignoring you? Yeah. Alright. I think it's starting to get there. Oh, sorry about that. Oop, don't tip over. You can see that some of the orange is starting to go into the heavy whipping cream and everything, so. There's that. We have the chives. Should go get a bowl ready for that once it's ready. Go grab a different bowl. Do-do-do. I guess I got a lot of bacon grease on my hands. Grab another one of those. And this crock-pot's taking a little while to heat up. All right. So I thought. All right, so I'm gonna put the cheese back in the fridge. This way. leave the bacon out. Here's the xanthan gum. My scissors. The scissors back. And those back. So those are fine. Alright. Let's put the dirty ones away. I'll have to cut up the chives in a minute. That is going to be really good. I can already smell like the cheese and everything. Okay, so. Can you stop arguing with the cat? No way. Genji, stop picking on Skylar. Hey, stop picking on Skylar. Okay? Be a good girl. Go lay down. Checking this to. There's that, and okay. I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the chives because I have a minute. This was the only package I could find, so. And you're not going to want to put these in with the soup while it's cooking. Use these as a garnish at the end. I actually have a cool gadget for this, so I don't know why I'm doing all that. I will grab them. Boom. They're like multi-scissors. So you can see, if you grab some chives, put them in there. Makes very thin. Rings. Do you want any of these on your soup? What? Yeah. Hmm?
What are they?
They're chives.
Can't see.
Oh, you don't have your glasses on?
Yeah, I was running my eyes.
Oh. I didn't know you had your glasses on. You didn't run into anything on the way out through. Yeah, they're chives. Okay. I might add in more cheese. What are you doing, huh? You being a pain in the butt? Huh, kitty cat? Okay. Should have turned this on earlier. It's taking a little while to get warmed up. But you're definitely gonna have to nuke this when we reheat it. Because between all the bacon and the cheddar and everything that's warmed up and melting, it's gonna turn into a brick. You see where I moved the toaster? No, you can't see. It's a toaster-shaped blur over there. Just move it away from the oil and stuff before you use it, obviously. I think I'm gonna need to get more bacon. I put a lot of it in this. Yeah, she just wanted attention. So needy. Do do do. So I gotta leave that on there because it's not trapping the heat in the way it should. There's that. How many slices are left? Just save a couple of them at least. I mean, this, don't get me wrong, there's like 20 slices in there because it was a double batch. But yep. It's going to be a couple minutes for it. Before this cheese is all melted. It's finally starting to warm up, I can tell, because when I pull the spoon out it doesn't look like that anymore. Yeah, I'm going to let it heat up some more. Actually, I will change this over to the thing, so if anybody's watching this and wants to see the recipe, it's on ketoconnect.net. It's the chicken bacon cheddar soup, and I'm going to incorporate, because I was waiting for the cheese to melt a little bit, but I'm going to put some chicken in it as well. What the hell, dude? Cat's attacking me. Alright. I'll drain a couple cans of pre-cooked chicken. She's gonna flip out, thank you. One and two. Alright. So now that it's doing that, I'm going to go. These are the cans of pre-cooked chicken. The stuff you can get from, wrong camera angle. This from Sam's Club. I'm going to actually cut this up. And incorporate it. You can see what's going on. Move those out of the way. And I'm just kind of giving this another cube because it's pre-cooked, but it's like that. And I'll put the chives in there as well with it now. At the moment. There's that. These in the trash. And that, and all that as well. So bacon, chicken, cheddar, heavy cream, salt, pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, some xanthan gum to help thicken it up. Doesn't change the flavor any, but. And what else did we incorporate into this? A small amount of chives. I already said the heavy whipping cream, some butter, and the onions and celery, and a lot of bacon. I already mentioned the bacon, but I put enough in there so I should be able to say it twice. So, I'm gonna wipe this up. Take this over to the sink. And again, this is not raw chicken, it's already pre-cooked in the can, because it doesn't really matter in this case where it's going into a soup. The texture is not such a huge issue. Rinse this off. Alright. Let that drip dry. Okay. Looks like it's a more consistent shade of orange, which means that at least on the surface, the cheese is starting to melt. Oh yeah. I'll give it another couple minutes and then it should be up to temperature, and then I can see how much more cheese I need to add to it. So, put that out of the way. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and stir it again because the cheese is starting to break down now. You can tell when the spoon comes out, you can see that, or at least on some of the cheese. See, it's like stringy there towards the end. So, give it another. Whatever. Chive doesn't want to play along. We're going to get some more cheese. Because I can. Alright. Let's hit this with a little more cheddar. My son and I both like things like really rich, so I'm pretty sure he's in the shower at the moment, but I'm pretty sure he's with me on this. A couple minutes. to like you can see all the bacon and everything in the there's a lot of cheese that just hasn't melted yet or gotten around to melting. I think that's going to be really good. Do. And ba-dum-pum-pum. This is going to be really good. I'm not a huge soup fan normally. You know, everybody has their chicken noodle and, you know, some tomato soup with a grilled cheese, but generally from scratch, it's a chicken noodle. You know, if I'm dating somebody and they're not feeling well, you'll make them a homemade chicken noodle. But as far as homemade soups go, I don't really jump too far outside the box typically. I mean, really depends on if you consider chili to be soup. It's really not. So, but just the temperature's getting up there a little bit. So hopefully the cheese is melting. It's getting there. What? What's your problem, Cap? Are you feeling neglected? No. Go lay down. Hey. Psst. Get down. Go, lay down. Be good. Can't have any. I'm gonna throw a chive at you. Whatever. She's bummed out because Skylar's in the shower. Yeah, he's not in there. Too bad. Nope. That doesn't mean I want to play. No, be good. Get down. Kenji, get out of the way. Knock the camera over. You can see she's just being difficult. Oh, she just jumped down. Yeah, cooking dinner for a couple of days actually. Hopefully, you know, like I said, we're not huge soup. This is not a huge soup household. It's just me and my son, so it's not gonna go for more than, you know, 2 people. It's gonna last a little while. It's starting to even out because the cheese is starting to melt into the heavy whipping cream, or the heavy cream, I should say. Once it's done melting, I want it to be like, I want it to look like cheese, like the liquid itself, so if I need to add more cheese to make that happen, it's going to happen. I bought a big old bag of cheese, and I'm not afraid to use it. I'm going to go get it just in case, since we're apparently nearing the finish line. Boom. This is what's left of it. So it's kind of, I'll turn around so you can see. It's like that's where we're at. It's like a good, I would say, 8 cups of cheese in this so far. It will probably be getting more too, just because why not? This is America. I mean, you can see the cheese is melting. Well, you could if I zoomed it in a little bit. Like you can see the cheese is starting to string out and melt, so. Stop being difficult, cat. Go lay down. No, don't come over here. Why do I keep talking to the cat? She's gonna want to come over. Alright, we're getting there. Be good. Alright. So, what's everybody that's watching, what kind of soup do you normally cook if you, or do you cook soup? Do you just normally heat soup? You know, because soup's kind of one of those meals that not everybody makes anymore. You know, everybody's kind of gotten in the habit of just, you know, reheating stuff because soup's kind of a time investment. I don't want to use the term lost art, but Genji, get down. Go. Really? You want to give me a hard time? Go lay down. Be good. So. But yeah, most people, you know, canned soup is fine for a lot of people nowadays. They don't really get to, it's not one of the, you know, in vogue foodie things. Everybody's more worried about, concerned with the pizza and the burger and, you know, steaks and stuff like that. But Shut up. He's in the shower. Okay? He's not in his bedroom. He's in the shower. Be good. Yeah, shower. Finally. Catching on. Alright. See, I kind of want it to be... I want it to be definitely darker than it is. I want it to be closer to the actual color of the cheese. So... gonna let that heat up some more. I need to do something with the stream while something's cooking or baking, or there's just downtime and I need to figure out a way to kill that downtime. But I'll figure something out. Because you can see in the I mean, it looks a little more orange than that, but that's literally the color of the cheese. And their version. So this is not quite that color yet. But this cheese, and you know, obviously the white balance isn't set, but I want it to be nearer to this than to that. And it's such a stupid thing to make it, you know, worrying about the color of something. You should care more about how it tastes, but I feel like we've come this far. We might as well go for it all. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to incorporate some more cheese. Yeah, we'll just go for it. The rest of that cheese is... Doop. One more handful. There. This is going to be quite a bit of... How much? I don't even know what size this is. This has to be over a gallon of soup. Yeah, we're getting there. Do. And we're going to see if there's anything interesting going on. I'm going to zoom this in because... Alright. So, need to get a kick out of this. So apparently, LeBron James thinks that the Celtics are going to trade Kyrie Irving to LA. Why? Why would we do that? Just, they have nobody we want. Who? Lonzo Ball? Kuzma? No. Yeah, he goes through this stuff all the time. It's not going to happen. Yep. This looks like a little more orangey. Yeah, you can definitely smell that cheese. That's going to be crazy good. Crazy good. Only question is it missing anything? Hmm. We'll add some. Okay. We're gonna do a Instagram video because why not? So this is getting there. This is the bacon, chicken bacon cheddar soup. You can see the cheese is still melting. So it's gonna get more orangey goodness. And we're streaming right now, so. What? I think we're approaching the correct orangey color. Next. So, this is getting there. This is the bacon, chicken bacon cheddar soup. The cheese is still melting, so it's going to get more orangey goodness. And we're of cheese melts slowly. Nice. Alright. Still not quite. Oh, it's getting thick. Oh, yeah. Get all that cheese. Dude. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard me when I was talking to my son earlier about this needing to be microwaved heavily once it's leftovers. It's going to take a little while. It's not going to be 2-minute, zap it in the microwave once and, soup and it's good to go. This is going to be, you're going to have to microwave it, stir it, microwave it, stir it some more. This is going to be involved. I think I'm good on cheese. I can put this back in the fridge. I hope I'm good on cheese anyways. But I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here that it would go well with it. I think I'm going to leave it and just give it a stir every minute or so. Alright. Give this a better camera angle. Less glare, hopefully. No. Hey Google, turn the kitchen lights to 80%.
You got it. Setting 4 light brightness to 80%.
It's a little better. Of course, since I have all the cameras set on manual mode, they're not going to adjust. You know what I need? I need a... Where is that? Okay, so I guess it's not. We're just gonna leave it like that, and because it's hating life. I'm not a robot. That's good. Nice. So. Let's give it another stir. It's more about just moving everything around. Add some cheese. It's one of those deals where it's getting more cheesy, but it still isn't the same color. I mean, I realize that it's going to be. It's not pure cheese, so it's not going to be 100% that color, but I want it to be close. And we are getting there. And let me do this. Let me move over and grab a duplicate this. Nope, that ain't right either. There we go. So that one's duplicated, and over that, back up there, and we will add in boom. Move that up there. So there's that. And I can play some Rocket League while we're waiting for that to cook. Boom. Because it's going to take a couple minutes. Alright, let me grab the headset. That way everybody can keep an eye on the soup. As it simmers. Alright. I am nearing level 300. A little bit. Alright. Play a game and then we'll go. Oop. Thing feels a little awful right now. Huh? Ow, he tipped it. Nice. Oh, good save. Alright. Oh, really? Ooh, good cover. Oh, I was hoping to catch that a little better. Alright. Oh, shoot. Alright, that'll work. Nice! Score. What are you doing? It's hanging up on the wall. Yeah, I put it up there. Alright. I was hoping I was going to have a little more on it. No! Alright. Oh, shoot. Alright. Oh, wow, that one's moving. Ow. In the goal. Oh, what a dink. Nice. Good job. There you go. Ooh. No. Tipped it the last second. Oh, almost. All right. Oh, sorry. Shit. Almost. Oh. Nice. Okay. Electron 2, flower, impact. Okay. We're gonna leave that there. And go check the soup. See how we're doing. Leave my keyboard over there. Alright. This should be getting there now. Starting to get a little more orangey. Oh, that's so thick. Yeah. Now we're talking. I think once that's all melted, that's going to be really good. Give it a nice, another stir. Chicken and bacon and, oh yeah. That'll work. Freaking cheese won't let go. How's that for a cheese pull? Alright. I'm gonna let that sit for... Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to change that manually. I don't have a button set up for that one yet. But I will. Let's set it up now. Mm-hmm. Okay. There. Oh, I want that. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Alright, here we go. Don't pee January. Come on. There we go. I was hoping they weren't going to bail. Finish that. Ugh, couldn't get there. Come on, turn. What? Oh, I knew. If I would have made it there, that would have been a goal. Finish that. Oh, come on. Should turn the other way. Oh, that's centered. Finish that. Bounce. It's not gonna have enough on it. Come on. Dump that to the center. Had I gotten him, that might have been a goal. I overran that. Dude. Oh no. Oh! My bad. I shouldn't have creeped up on that. Oh yeah, nice. Why only January? Oh, I didn't even see him. Oh, you. Alright. Oh, come on. We need to go. No. No, this game's over. I don't know why they're playing so passively. We gotta score goals. You know, especially when you're sitting back, still missing the ball. GG. I'm like, what the hell is he saying? Alright, so that match is over. I'm gonna change my car. There we go. Go with that one. In a minute. Oh, I'm almost to level 300. Alright. Let's see what we got now. This should be getting there. Oh, it's starting to look super orange. There's still cheese in there to melt, so that is getting there. I'm thinking another couple games in Rocket League, and this is going to be very nice. I'm going to drag my son out here to taste it after it's, when I think it's ready. see where it's at then. There's about maybe a month left to this rocket pass, but I think there's only a couple weeks left of the season, which I'm not going to hit I'm not going to hit champion anyways in that amount of time. I'm definitely. There we go. One of us better get that. I was hoping I'd get a chance at that. Couldn't get the right angle. Boom goes the dynamite. Ow! Trying to hit it behind him. Oh. Really? Ah! Oh, almost. I don't know why I'm still staying up here going for this. I should be rolling back. No! I can't believe I missed that. Boom goes the dynamite. Oh, come on. That was supposed to have more forward momentum. Not sure why he went for that, but... Nice. Good job. What's that? Oh, that'll count. Woo! They're already quitting. I missed that. I was trying to just nudge the side of it, but... Ah, I was trying to tip it back behind him. Dude, don't sit there. I only have 8 boost. Couldn't get out of the way, man. Boom! Hit the ground. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. Alright. So that should keep it from hopefully going too clippy. Alright. Main menu. Let's see how the rocket pass is going. Alright. Let's go back and check the soup. We'll scope it out. Alright. It is getting there. Oh. Barely changes color at all when I stir it now. That cheese is almost all melted. Alright, I'm going to taste test this and just see if it... We're going to see if it's what it needs, if it needs anything at all, or if it's good to go. Get this small. I mean, look how it's not like stupid thick, but it's kind of, it's getting there. Let's get a spoon and try this out. Alright, here we go. Oh wow. Damn, that is good. I'm gonna put a little more cheese in it though. can't think of what that tastes like. Trying to think. Let me go grab some more cheese and I'll think it over. Because it's not like hot, it's just warm. Yeah. Maybe a little more salt. That's what I'm thinking. I want it to be a little sharper. I intentionally didn't put all the salt I was expecting to need into it originally, right off the first go, because I wanted it to, I mean, it's obviously you can add salt way easier than you can take it out, you know, because then you end up having to add water to thin it out or other ingredients, and you end up messing with the texture. Because if you add more water, it gets runnier, but if you want a thicker soup, you have to add more things that will thicken it up, and it ends up being, you end up making like 9 gallons of soup, and nobody ends up eating it all, ever. So, we'll go, it looks like about a teaspoon. We'll go with that much. Alright. Put that back there. Give this another stir. I'm actually surprised I want more salt in this because of all the bacon. I mean, it's not like a pound of bacon or anything like that. It's more just, it was a bunch of pre-cooked bacon, but I mean, you can see it. It's not lacking in the bacon department. So, alright, we're gonna let this go some more. Play another game of Rocket League. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Alright. No, I don't want that. There we go. Let's get me up to level 300. Alright. Nice, thank you, Papa Bean. Or Papa Baron, sorry. That was awful. I need to actually read stuff. Thanks for the raid, man. Oh. Oh, missed that boost. No, I'm not done cooking. I'm just, I figured everybody got tired of watching me stare at the crock pot, because I put all the ingredients in and was stirring it, because it's melting the cheese right now for the soup. So, this is kind of just to kill time. I figured I'm fairly close to level 300 on Rocket League, so... Papa Bean. Gypsy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call Papa Bean. Nice. But no, I'm making cheddar bacon chicken soup, and it's all gluten-free, but it's gluten-free in the way that doesn't mean you're not using actual bacon and chicken and all the ingredients that you would. So I just tasted it a little bit ago, and it tastes really good. I just added some more cheese, so I'm waiting for that to melt. Oh, thank you. Make it hashtag Papa Bean. Nice. But no, after what I'm doing is I'll play one game, and then I'll go over and I'm checking on it and making sure it doesn't need anything, giving it a stir, because I'm basically, like I said, I'm just melting the cheese right now. It's got like 9 cups of cheddar cheese in it, you know. But I knew I was going to end up using a lot of cheese, so I bought like a 5-pound bag at Sam's Club. It's all shredded cheddar. Which you guys can see in the upper right, actually. I'm just waiting on it to... That's a live feed of the... Oh, come on. What the heck? Oh, come on. I was hoping that was coming my way. Nice pass. So what are you guys doing tonight? It's been a long week, oh no. Yeah, not much we can do about that. But yeah, I had a long week this at the day job this week, so finally started to get caught up on my sleep over the weekend. Sleep until about 10 a.m. Not that I'm super much of an early riser to begin with. I'm waiting for water to boil. Well, I guess it's all in the perspective. You can there's actually no water in it, if you want to look at it that way. It's all heavy whipping cream and cheese. But, yeah, I mean, you can watch the Bob Ross channel on Twitch, and it's literally watching paint dry. Still waiting on that lawn mowing Twitch channel, but I suppose everybody's got a niche. So, I didn't want to hit him. Yeah, will do, man. Thank you, I appreciate the raid. Oh, Jmon never boils. Well, I don't know, I turned it on high, because I got tired of waiting. It's still not going to be high enough to burn on the bottom or anything. Wow, come on, we're going to lose this match. Yeah. Especially, I'm in Maine, so there's not a ton of lawn mowing going on right now. Although I have seen a couple of people that that have used lawn mowers to clean the snow off their driveway. Wow. Fishing stream. Yeah. This is gonna be like last year's Super Bowl. We're the Atlanta Falcons. I can just... Alright, let's get a goal here so that we're not losing. Come on, hook that to the center. Nice. There we go. I still mow lawn during winter because I don't know any better. Nice. Yeah, I actually, nice. That sounds good too. I'm just trying to be an obstruction here in case somebody gets it. Stop that. Come up and get that. Oh, come on. I don't cook, this is what I know. Oh no, that's high. That's high. Well, I'm a single dad and I have a 17-year-old son. So, if I don't cook, nobody's cooking. Except for maybe McDonald's. But that gets old. No, that was my bad. Let's boost. I got time. No, I don't. Trying to pinch that. Yeah, my son's culinary talents are limited to whatever has directions on the back of the box for microwaving. No, don't. That's not going to. Ooh, we held on. Nice. Alright. Yeah, keeps you busy, but... Okay. Let's see what I got here. Still diamond one. Alright. Back to the main menu so they don't stick me in another match. And... let's go see how the soup is doing. Just so everybody knows that I am still cooking. Here we go. And so that everybody knows that it's really going to boil. Or not really boil, but it's getting pretty warm. Alright. Set that there. I mean, you can see that there's still some cheese left in it that's not melting, or it's not melted all the way. Basically, I'm just melting it up now and trying to get it so that it's all incorporated. I was joking with my son earlier that since he likes his leftovers, this is not going to be, you know, this is realistically 75% cheese, so this is not going to be a zap it once for 2 minute soup and then you're fine to eat it. This is going to be, you stir it for 2 minutes, you know, nuke it, stir it. It'll probably turn into a solid block, but when it's cooled off, but it's almost done. Yeah. Almost done. I think one more game and that'll be good. Wipe that off. Since the games run about 5 minutes each, roughly. Yeah, that's got to be tough. I've been trying to do the low carb thing mostly because I actually just got diagnosed not too long ago with, you know, I don't know if there's a mild form of type 2 diabetes, but it's pretty mild. Like my A1C is pretty low for still being diabetic, but it's like in the 6s, so. But I've been trying to cut more carbs out of my diet, and that is still really high. That's better. Yeah, no, it's not a big deal. It's I kind of brought it on myself. Like, my family has a history of that, so I'm not gonna. Yeah. It's not a big. I mean, I ate all that food knowing the risks, so I'm just right now in the middle of reversing it, which should be doable. Like I said, I had my A1C down to 5.8, and I'm assuming that since I've been slacking on my eating, that it's probably bumped up a little bit since then, but it's definitely manageable. I'm just avoiding eating all the crap that I should be avoiding. And yeah, you covered this. I think I'm one win away from being level 300. Ooh, okay, good. Oh, come on. I didn't know what was going to happen. A1C is basically like, it's a level of, I don't know if I'm describing it properly, but it's kind of a level of, like, inflammation in your blood, in your system. You test for it in your body. Basically, it's kind of a direct correlation between how much your blood sugar's been consistently high. So, if your blood sugar is consistently low, like, you know, 80, 90 range, then your A1C is going to be pretty low as well. Yes, see? I knew somebody was going to be able to explain it better than me. Yeah, I mean, it's been like 6 months. I'm all kind of fairly new to it. So, I still have plenty to learn, but I'm trying to cut out a lot of the, you know, not go full on keto or anything like that, but just to cut down a lot of the bread and the sugar and, you know, a lot of the wheat, stuff like that. Give my body a chance to get ahead of it, so to speak. I did not measure that one right. He's gonna jump for that. Well, it's you're not even taking in the carbs, and your body will. Your body has a tendency to. Carbohydrates are the most easily digestible source of blood glucose, or to raise your blood glucose. So, if you're choosing either protein or fats to give your body the bulk of the calories, then your body will it will actually change over a period of time through a process called ketosis to excuse me, to convert actual fat into glucose that your body can use for energy. So it's not as efficient, but it definitely works. It's kind of proven that it works. Just the questions regarding it are if there's what the side effects are, and how, you know, long term, if there's that's good, healthy for people. So that's more so why I'm kind of hedging my bets and not going full on keto, because yeah, it's not as hard as I thought it would be. Like, I've messed around with some stuff. Obviously, I'm not like super slim, so I've messed around with my diet some, just trying different things that, you know, I've tried like the, you know, intermittent fasting. To be honest, I don't know. It's tough to, there's still a lot of research to be done on it. Some of the research sounds really promising, and some of the research is kind of contradictory, but at least a lot of people are asking questions about it now, and a lot of scientists are testing it. So I don't think there's been any kind of study as far as, you know, on very young children if it's even healthy for them at that age. But I mean, you think about it, you can be basically eating, you know, meats and vegetables and things like that. And you can't assume it would be super bad because the hunter, right? Exactly. You know, that's kind of the traditional argument as to why it's okay. But I mean, anything's a risk if you're deviating off from, you know, what people have been doing for the last few hundred years. So I was kind of expecting more for this level 300 order. I'm going to change that around. But I mean, yeah, I mean, if you're having, you know, meat and vegetables, and, you know, the questions then become if it's, right? Yeah. Yes, they are ripped in the museums. But I'm gonna see my 300. Change that. Cool. All right. Let's go back and see. See what we got going on here. All right. Like you can see how thick it is, even that the means that most of that cheese is all melted now. Still some that's got a ways to go. And it's getting to the point where I can't tell. Some of it's cheese and some of it's just the onions that I slivered that are starting to turn orange from being in the... But I mean, you can see that there's the chicken, the bacon, the onion. There's a little bit of celery in there. Just because celery will give it the... Yeah, a little bit of bite. But my son doesn't really care for celery. I don't really care for it cooked in things. I'll eat it raw with like cream cheese and olives and stuff like that. But nice. Yeah, I gotta get him to come out and try a little bit of it. I'm gonna put some in a bowl and my taste testing bowl here. Hey, bud. Come on out and test this. He can't hear me. He's in the middle of a match. I can hear him banging away on his keyboard. Just a second, I'm gonna yell to him, so I'll mute this. I don't want to blow anybody's eardrums out with that. So, I mean, it's pretty... It's still definitely a soup. I was worried that it was going to get too thick, but I mean... That is really good. I can't really taste the celery, but I'm assuming it's doing something good. I was hoping it's one of those things where I didn't want it to be too heavy anyways. Peanut Molyneux probably keto. He shoot, I left my mouse over there. I'll approve the message. Yeah. Well, he eats some of the food, and that's kind of the balance that I'm trying to strike with it. Um, Generally speaking, he doesn't eat most of the food, but some things like the soup and I will make chicken. I have some videos on YouTube. I've started uploading everything. Just kind of trim it down and upload it. Basically, I would grill a bunch of chicken, vacuum seal it, pop it in the freezer, and then that way it's definitely it's in his wheelhouse as far as what he's gonna cook. Because all he has to do is snip the corner off the bag, pop in the microwave for 2 minutes, and then he's got like an actual chicken breast, which he likes. I made teriyaki and I made regular, just with a little bit of garlic powder and salt and pepper. So he will eat some of the meals, um, but it's got to be. I'm always trying to strike that balance. The stuff that he'll eat, that I'll eat, so that way I'll also eat, so that I'm not buying two of everything. Because you constantly trying to cook two meals all the time can get a little bit exhausting. Let that go. Grab that. So a ton of moisture on this. I'm just curious how much this is going to thicken up. It's already starting to thicken up a little bit. I don't know if I can see if the autofocus will hold, but it seems like it's already starting to thicken up a little bit as it's cooling off. Because there's just a huge amount of cheese in this. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I've been trying to do. I can actually show you this here. This is it's a bread mix. It's on like I don't know if you've seen them on YouTube if you're into keto at all, like Keto Connect. Matt and Mega, they have this. One of their videos is this kind of it's like a mug bread. You basically combine all the dry ingredients. It's got right here actually. I wrote it on the back because I'm awful when it comes to. All right, they have the almond flour, golden flaxseed meal, psyllium husk powder, baking powder, and some Himalayan pink salt. And you basically just mix it up in this bin. And I use this for like hamburger buns and stuff. You just take a mug and you take like a tablespoon of butter, melt it up, and for like 20-30 seconds in the microwave. And then you just kind of swish it around in the mug, which is what I've discovered is the secret to it not sticking on the inside. Then you crack an egg in it and take 1/4 cup, which is the scoop I have here of this, and it will, you mix it all up in the mug. Down, cat. Genji, get down. Yeah, I know, it smells good. You can't have any. Go. Go get Skylar. Tell him to come eat this. He's got to taste it. Okay? Go get him. Go get him. Alright, so anyways, and then you mix it all up and microwave it for around 90 seconds, minute and a half, and it comes out and it's almost you just slice it down the center and it's like a hamburger bun. And I pre-cooked a bunch of hamburger patties and vacuum sealed them and froze them so that I can just do the same thing. You just snip the corner off, microwave it. So after like 2 to 3 minutes, you have just a cheeseburger that you can have during the week, because that's the biggest thing for me is I work during the day. I'm a marketing producer at my day job, and some days during the week I don't really feel like doing a ton of cooking. That's why I mostly do my streams on the weekend, and things like that I can prep a bunch of it during the weekend. And that's why I'm making a big batch of this soup as well, because I have a bunch of containers and I'm going to put it in and stick it in the freezer. I mean, not the freezer, the fridge. And just that way it only takes something that will take... in the household. No, trust me, she's a pain. She'll argue with you. She's I think they call it a calico, and they tend to be pretty vocal. I'll tell her, I'll be like, Genji. My son named her Genji after the Overwatch character, the ninja, and I'll tell her, I'll be like, Genji, get down. She'll be like, "Rawr," and she'll argue with you. But she knew that if she didn't get down, I was going to come around and pick her up, and she doesn't really care to be picked up most of the time, except by my son. So, but she'll have you convinced that she's abused. The yeah, this is still thickening up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, like you said, meal prepping, keto on the weekends, and just, healthy. I really think that just healthy cooking in general, if you find a way to preserve it, like with, I have this vacuum sealer up here. Right up here, I just keep it up here with a roll of the vacuum sealing. You just slice it off however much length you need, and you can vacuum seal things once you fully cook them, and then just put them in the freezer. And you can take them out and microwave them, and it'll last up to a year in the freezer. So you can make a bunch of something and not have to eat it within a week or two. And that's a big help. If you're not, if you got to do everything by yourself, like in my situation, it saves you a ton of time, because if you get home at, like, say, like I do, around 6:30, then you go grocery shopping, it can be 7:30 by the time you get home, and who wants to cook at 7:30? Nobody. At least I don't. So, but prepping everything so that you can just put things in the microwave is a ton of help. And that's the trick I've found to sticking with a healthier eating, because it's super easy to just go, I don't feel like cooking, let's just order a pizza, and that's always where I get tripped up when I'm trying to eat healthier. And I'm 100% not the greatest at at sticking with diets, so obviously, but so it's anything I can do to make that easier is I'm gonna go with it. And I think my son's eating most of the chicken. The burgers are all gone that I made, so I definitely think and plus the cleanup. As you cook 5 meals, you have to clean up 5 times. But if you cook all the chicken and all the burgers, all the chicken at once or all the burgers at once, then you have 10 or 12 meals. You only have to clean everything once. So I'm super lazy when that comes to cleaning everything. So anything I can do to avoid it, I'll definitely take that out as well. And since go go. Go get Skylar. Go get him. Go. So. And. There you go. Well, it probably was. No, it's warm. It's not hot like you'd have to blow on it or anything. Yeah? Does it need anything, or is it? Alright, I'll put some more in. Alright. So it's probably good I made a bunch of it then. Like I said, there's a ton of cheese in it, so it's going to be like, be a little more labor intensive when you go back to microwave it. So is that supposed to make me feel better or worse? Like, it's good, but I'm starving. Good. So pass the test. Nice. Cool. Alright, well, I think I need to go. I think I'll grab the containers I got. I wasn't anticipating using all 3 of these, but I just got some of these containers, like $4, the Gladware ones, or Rubbermaid, I guess. So I'll probably end up using 2 of these to put it in. But cool. So let me see. Yeah, I'll call that good. I'm gonna check. I just want to make sure the cheese is melted before I. Yeah, can't find any cheese that's not. I think those are. I think those are thin sliced onions. So cool. Nice. Right there. Yeah, I mean, it's as far as keto's concerned, that's part of kind of what I was getting at, is there's not a huge, there's not 200 years of, diet research on it like there has been with a lot of other, like the food pyramid traditional diet way of eating. So that's going to be one of those. Right. Yeah, they weren't really forthcoming with their diet, with their how the diet went. But even then, I don't like, they weren't really big vegetable peoples, and that's kind of tees into the whole carnivore diet thing, where that's a lot of people are doing that, like where you just eat meat, you don't eat any vegetables, you don't eat, maybe a slight amount of egg, but it's almost primarily just steak that you're having. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I hear some pretty horrific things about what it does to your digestive system, in the short term. You would think it would, with the right supplements, assuming that you're getting the vitamins that you need either by multivitamin, and some of those everything doesn't absorb right away. But you would assume it would be okay, but it's kind of hard to say. I mean, I'm sure that, like you said, the cavemen, I mean, they only survived to about the age of 30 to 40, so it's kind of tough to, determine what the long-term effects of it would be. If they were living until, 90, 100 years old, then, you might say, wow, okay, this, maybe this way of eating is a better way to go, but it's tough to cat, go lay down. It's tough to give it a ton of weight. But I don't know. It's one of those things. They're going to start doing a ton of research into it, and I just keep coming back to the idea that, just trying to simplify the food that I'm eating, not he was on keto, right? But yeah, Methuselah. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of those things with it just going to have to. They're gonna have to keep keep testing it and tracking everybody, and at least there seems to be some more emphasis on it now. People that are trying to eat more, like the Whole30 thing, where you're just trying to eat more whole foods. And I don't think there's a silver bullet on any of them, but I do think that it's not a bad thing. making your meals simpler and less less preservatives and things like that, because even the foods themselves, with if a certain amount of a certain preservative are tested to be healthy under certain amounts, you know there's a lot of interaction stuff that they can't test for, and you can test for, and you can test for direct effects and things like that, but it's not, I don't know, it's just something I would rather try to stay more. There's a book called The Methuselah Diet. Is there? I'm sure there is. you know yeah, there's probably at least one on Amazon somewhere, but yeah, it's just trying to eat more simply, I think, is probably a good goal, as far as Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah, I believe that. But the issue with anything translated from old languages like that, sometimes that they don't translate directly, so we could be getting it wrong. They could be trying to tell us to eat all carbs, so or they could be telling us to eat vegetables that we've GMO'd out of existence. Like a lot of vegetables and stuff don't even look like they used to. They don't look like we've just genetically modified everything to the point where it's just different. The vegetables themselves don't even look like they used to. So, but cool. So, I'm probably gonna bail out. I just gotta look up. I'm gonna pass the raid on here, and as soon as I can, cat's visiting. Let's see. What are you doing, cat? Let me find. Did I go by it? Here we go. Let's see who's down here. I think Kitchen Nightmares needs the tacos. All right. One reviewer says he can't read Aramaic. Yep. That's always an issue. I've written a couple of novels myself, a science fiction novel and some short stories and stuff that have been published, and there's always, you get the reviewers that just don't. I wrote a what they used to call it, a Kindle what do they call it? A Kindle Worlds story based on Hugh Howey's Silo series, and the first two reviews for it, they didn't get that I was referencing things that happened in the first book and just kind of trying to retcon things, and it was just, I'm like, figures. There's always an issue with people that just don't get what you're trying to get across, and it's not anybody's fault. It's just maybe I didn't explain myself as well as I could have. Oh. All right, let's see. We're gonna find somebody here. All right, let's go with. We're gonna go with Radagast 303. Cool. All right, man. I thank you guys for watching. I definitely appreciate it. Like I said, I'm always on every Saturday. This is something I'm going to do at least once a week. And Saturday's by far the best day for me to do it. Usually in the afternoon, 5 o'clock or so. But if you definitely want to come back and check it out, or follow, just so you get notification when I'm on, because it's not always exactly the same exact time, but I try to keep it around 5 o'clock. Yeah, and I had fun too. So definitely thank you for watching, and I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys over to I believe Radagast 303 is making some tacos, and if I can scroll down here. Well, let me scroll. So yeah, looks like he's making some tacos. So we're gonna go with that, and you guys had fun. 7, 6, 5. Boom.